Morning, good morning. Welcome to Studio 5.
You ready for today?
I am ready for today.
Darren's let out a couple of sighs today, and my favorite line of the morning, he let out this big sigh, and I said, that was a big sigh, are you okay? And he goes, I just hadn't breathed in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while it reminds me, you know, I'm so excited. I'm like, all of a sudden, I have to breathe, you know?
We can all remember. We can all take a clue from that, take a lesson from that.
Yeah, so everyone take a big breath right now before the show.
All right, in light of Valentine's, Amazon coming out with a list of the 20 most romantic cities, and you guessed it, Salt Lake City actually made the list.
Oh! That was like a Matt Townsend hour, wasn't it?
That was. We're going to hear more of that, I'm sure, later.
The list is based on a couple things. The sales of romance novels, relationship books, romantic comedy movies, even Barry White albums.
Who's Barry White?
Who's Barry White?
I didn't know who that was.
Who's Barry White? Okay, it's this guy singing right now.
Well, I
He's got the
gathered
deep
that.
voice, you know, the big deep.
No, we don't know, but okay, so clearly Salt Lake City loves Barry White.
Yeah, apparently someone doesn't, but other people of us out there. We topped off the list at number 14. Alexandria, Virginia got #1 spot, but we checked into the top 20. We got to chat with little Maddie about this, don't you think, Karen?
Sure, if that's what he's called. So a lot of hopeless romantics in Salt Lake. We're going to hopefully help us own that rank a little bit more firmly as we continue to talk romance today on the show. Simply stated, men and women, we're wired differently. So how can you connect in a way he connects with?
It's a tricky question there, and all this week we're exploring the couple connection. Today, relationship coach Matt Townsend breaks down one side of the equation for us.
So we're talking about how men want to stay connected, and don't you tell me we can sum up this conversation in one word.
Nope. 2 words.
Barry White.
Barry White. Or power tools. Power tools connect the man.
Okay, all right.
Did Romantic City?
That's
Come
kind of
on.
exciting.
We ooze it.
Do we?
Look at Darren. Can we get a shot of Darren?
I'm oozing it? Is that
Look
what I'm
do you
oozing?
see the romance
Oh,
radiating?
Give us your best
If we could do
romantic
heat
look.
imaging, we would just see.
Radiating.
I think it's Studio 5 that's driving the romance up.
Do you? With this couple connection
Oh, yeah.
conversation?
I don't know what to say about this, because this is a big deal. Have you noticed?
What is a big deal?
Couple connection.
Well,
Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Have you noticed how important it is to connect as a couple?
Well, you talk about it all day.
That's my profession.
That's what you do.
But here's the problem. Everyone thinks guys don't want to connect. But we do. In fact, we want to connect the exact same way you lovely ladies do.
The knock is that we want to connect in a stereotypical way.
Yeah, everyone
There's
thinks.
just all that being intimate and all that kind of stuff. But it's
which
not
is
necessarily.
not true.
All the
we
time.
don't even care about that.
Okay.
Except we want to connect the exact same way you do. We just are usually about 3 degrees off of where you are.
Okay.
So if you'll learn those 3 degrees, then all of a sudden we can be together connecting.
So it's about meeting in the middle.
That's exactly.
Do the men have to connect the 3 degrees, or do the women have to move the 3
Well,
degrees?
I think a lot of the times the men don't really know that there are degrees.
Okay.
So today we're going to focus on what the ladies can do to connect and understand what their man's
To
thinking.
make up for those missing degrees. Okay.
4 tools. Okay, first tool, you got to spend time relaxing together. Have you noticed that men tend to relax better than women do?
Yes.
Most women are sick of it.
That was a unanimous. Yes.
We have mastered the relax. We like to relax. One of the things that's different between men and women, men's brains absorb cortisol better than women's brains do. Cortisol is the stress hormone. So we're like big cortisol sponges. But that means all day long, women think we're not stressed, but all day long we are stressed. And then when we come home, we just want to relax.
Wait, so with that cortisol, men internalize stress.
No, we just absorb it better. We're like a big sponge.
You just suck it in. And women,
Women's brains don't absorb it as well. And so you end up having to kind of manifest
I think they show
you
the stress
act it out.
more. Yeah.
We call it the shakes in business.
That's what it is.
Women got the shakes. But the difference is men, so you don't relax all day. And at night we relax, and when you're stressed, we get stressed. Have you ever noticed that? But we act like we're not. So we're watching TV, and you're out there cleaning and working, and so we want to connect you with you, but you don't want to connect till you've de-stressed, till everything's done, till your list is done.
The list is checked.
We just want you to relax. And you can't relax till the list is done.
So the hubby comes home from work, kicks back in the recliner with the remote, and you're saying, ladies, let him chill for just a minute.
I'm saying, ladies, go chill with him.
Yeah, go join with them. Be together. But that's impossible for women because they have the list that they haven't done. The dishes are still over there. They haven't vacuumed the floor. They haven't overseen the homework.
And they think all of that has to be done. And the dilemma is, we want to connect. We're waiting for you to come connect, but you've got your list, and you're waiting for us to get off our duff so that you can do it. How long do you think this is going to go on? How about forever? So I guess, and this is hard, but maybe what you do, I just had a client do this. She sat there and saw her husband just vegging. It made her so mad, she just decided, what should I do? I'm mad, and I want him to connect, but I want him to clean first, then we'll connect. So she just decided, I'm going to go connect with him, and she just, these were her very words, I went and jumped on him. And she went and jumped on him and just sat on his lap. It made his day, and they just hung out and they watched the show together. And then after the show, she says, will you help me clean up and get the kids to bed? Then she had the power to ask, because now he was with
Brilliant.
her.
So the technique is jump on him.
Jump on him. Rule number 1, jump. Rule number 2, what is it? Oh, you got to talk about the good things in life. Everyone thinks guys don't want to talk. We do. We just don't want to talk about where it's broken, where we stink, where we aren't cutting it, or where we need to be fixed.
The negative.
So focus on those good things, and the husband would be happy to talk about those.
If you want to connect with us verbally, we'll do it all day long, but let's just keep it positive. Because usually what you want to do is, again, the women want to bond and talk, and let's talk about where we stink. Can we talk about where we're broken? And you only want to do that to make it better. Progress, progress, progress. But the men want peace. We want to actually think once in a while we're doing something great. So if you want to connect with us verbally, we're all for it. But yeah, really, to work with us, you got to find the positive.
Play up the positive. You also say touch, so important.
Yes. I love touch. Touch, I would say 5 times a day. Okay? Touch is, it's like a daily food. We got to eat 5 times a day. Now, we know why you don't want to touch, right?
Because it leads to...
Because you're prudes, and you hate to be touched. No, we know why, because you think it's going to go somewhere. And
I know it's going to go
somewhere.
somewhere.
It will if we're never touched.
We always have hopes of it, but
if we're not touched all day, and the only time you touch us, we're thinking, go for it, go for it, go for it. So what we're saying is, if you would just touch us more 5 times a day, and I would also, if you don't want it to go somewhere, then touch in front of your kids. Touch at the store.
Safe touching.
Safe touching.
Yeah,
okay?
you know it can't go any farther.
But then again, we've talked about this on the show. You need to talk to your husband and say, I really want to touch you. I'd love to touch you 10 times a day, but then it always goes somewhere. So can I just touch you 5 times a day knowing it's not going to go somewhere?
You have that conversation? Okay.
He'll be a little depressed, though. No,
he'll be a little depressed, but you know what? He'll probably feel better than hoping all day that it might and then being rejected.
All right, activities, you say, another great way to pull it together?
Men love to bond doing stuff. Let's do stuff. Let's do stuff together. Like if I'm going to go, in fact, they just started it. I do all these speeches, right, all over. And my wife's starting to come with me. And she comes with me, and she used to just watch me, and that apparently bored her for some odd reason.
Can't imagine.
But now she's speaking with me. And it is the coolest thing in the world. I'm seeing her in a completely different light. We're bonding, connecting, doing something I love to do. She's now starting to love it. And the activities. Men bond in action. When you were first dating, you always did stupid little activities, remember?
The hiking, the bowling.
The bowling, the miniature golf, all of that stuff. So if you want to bond with a guy, turn it into an activity. But don't make it shopping, because that's not really an activity.
Count?
That's just horrible.
If it's shopping for power tools, it might work right
Shopping,
there.
it's, Sears for power tools.
Or for Barry White CDs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That counts.
Barry White.
Okay, does Marty join you at your date night?
Yes, and this is the date night for Valentine's Day. Okay, so you got to come to this one. 7 basic needs, February 11th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., $35 a couple. You'll laugh, you'll cry. It's better than cats. And, by the way, at the end of the month, we have another date night to reignite the spark.
Oh.
So if anybody out there needs a little sparkage, come to these 2 date nights, the one on the 11th and the one in a couple of weeks.
Did you hear that? That's your match.
That's your new catchphrase.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's your match.
I'll send you the bill later.
That was
and
good.
we are jumping a little bit ahead. Matt is going to be on the show next Wednesday, not in studio, but out on the streets for our Studio 5 Ambush Week.
It's a whole week of ambushes, and starting Monday, your favorite Studio 5 contributors will be on location, ambushing viewers with tips from makeup to health to decor to relationships. And 1 week from today, next Wednesday, Matt is going to be at Neaters in North Salt Lake.
So put it on your calendars. Matt, put it on yours.
It's there.
All right.
Neaters for the needy.
You can join Matt, and I'll be out there as well at Neaters in North Salt Lake next Wednesday, February 16th. He'll be ambushing viewers with instant relationship rescues, so don't miss out. You can come have some great food. The folks at Neaters hosting us, so kind to do that, and Matt and I will be out there.
Yeah. Do they bring their spouses if they want to? They can?
Sure, yeah.
So make your husband think you're just going out to lunch, and then just ambush him.
We'll ambush him with Matt for you. Yeah. All right, thanks, Matt. Good stuff. Coming up, cozy up your couch with inexpensive sweater pillows. They add warmth, they add texture, just plain inviting. $5 craft finalist Megan Pyra explains how to turn an old sweater into something fresh and fancy.
Plus, a look at some of our favorite runner-up crafts next on Studio 5.